We squeeze there gently, we stimulate the perineum. And there, focusing at the perineum, we do the mantra Lam, and we press the little finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Release the finger and continue one more time.
Lam.
Lam. Bring the awareness 1 inch above the perineum, and there, this is the point behind where we urinate. As we gently squeeze, we do the mantra Vam, and we press the ring finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Vam.
Lam.
Vam.
Lam.
Vam.
Lam.
Vam.
Lam.
Release the fingers and continue.
Vam. Vam.
One last time.
Vam.
Bring the awareness behind the navel, and as you draw in at the navel, we do the mantra Ram, and here we press the middle finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath.
Ram.
Ram. Ram. Ram.
Ram.
Ram.
Ram.
Ram. Ram.
Ram.
Ram. Ram.
Ram.
Release the finger one last time.
Ram.
Bring the awareness in between the breasts and the middle of the body. Here we do the sound Yam. And here we press the index finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath.
Yam.
Yum. Yum.
Yam.
Yum.
Yam.
Yum. Yum. Yum.
Yam.
Yum. Yum. Release the finger and continue. Yum. Now come to the throat at the base of the mouth. Here we do the sound hum. Keep the thumbs up mudra, loose fist. Let's go. Hum. Hum.
Hum.
Release your hand and we do one last time. Now we bring our awareness to the middle of the head, and here we do the sound chum, and we keep our thumbs up. Chum. 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 Release the hand, continue. Now bring the awareness to the top of the head. We do the sound Om, thumbs up mudra, loose fist. Release the fingers, continue. Now we go on to our happy face breathing, the Ujjayi Pranayama. Dr. Anjana Dhingra is not in today. So close your eyes, bring your awareness to the throat, and the throat is at the base of the mouth. Feel the hole over there through which the air and the food, everything passes, and make a big smile. When you make a big smile, feel how that hole over there stretches a little. That's also the vocal cords over there. And as they stretch a little bit, you will find the middle becomes like a smaller hole think of it like a straw and you're breathing through the straw. So you'll have a sucking kind of sensation. Feel the air rubbing along that area over there. Continue. Breathe in a comfortably slow pace. Those people who are doing this practice only recently, if you want to be checked, the only way you can do that is you have to have your video on. About 125 people who have their video on, I've already checked. All of you are doing reasonably well. Please carry on. Okay, now let's go on to the next exercise, the spinal exercises, starting with the neck exercises. So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, tilt your head, trying to bring your ear towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back. And as you exhale, go towards the other shoulder. And remember, the key is to do it slowly with your exhalation. And the other part of it is not to overstretch. Just go where you feel a little bit of stretch and then come back. Don't strain yourself. Now, as you inhale and come back up, we start turning the head. Look over one shoulder as you exhale and inhale, come back and look over the other shoulder as you exhale. And inhale, come back and continue. As you inhale, come back. With the next inhalation, raise your head up and go all the way back. And as you exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Continue. Now, as you exhale and bring the chin towards the chest, as you inhale half a circle and exhale, complete the circle and continue. Inhale and exhale and continue in the same direction. When you complete the next circle, we can go in the opposite direction. When you have completed the last circle, we go on to the shoulder exercises. Inhale, lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Continue. Now, raise your hands up. Inhale, lift up the palm and stretch out your fingers as wide as possible. Exhale, thumbs in, downward facing fist. Let's go. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. Now, rotate around the fist. Inhale and exhale. Let's go opposite direction. Sudha Bachu, you're only doing exercise. You're not doing yoga. If you have to do yoga, you have to integrate your mind, body, and breath together. So make the breaths flow slower. Focus on the breath as you make the motion. Slow. Okay, now elbows by the side of the shoulders. As you inhale, rotate around your palm, your fingers, and your elbows. And as you exhale, come around. Continue. Inhale and exhale. Now let's go backward. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Now interlock the hands and bring it behind your head. And as you exhale, turn to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, turn the other way, and inhale, come back. To the extent possible, make sure the elbows don't come forward. Keep it as straight as you can. It's good for the spine. And don't let the head bend. Keep the head straight. So exhale and inhale. You don't have to twist too much. Only twist as much as is comfortable for you. After the last twist, come back. Now get hold of your elbows behind your head. And as you exhale, pull on one elbow. Inhale, come back. Exhale, pull on the other elbow. Inhale, come back, and continue. If you don't reach the elbow, you can hold anywhere in the forearm or hands, wherever you like. Be aware of how you feel in the body. Observe the stretch you feel in the shoulder blades. Don't overstretch. Just to show you how to feel the stretch, now come back, inhale, come back. Now we are going to do something slightly different, holding your elbows. As you inhale now, you tilt, but this time, even though you're slightly pulling on the elbows, feel that you're stretching up from the hip. So right now when we were exhaling, we were only focused on the shoulder blade. But now as you exhale, feel the pull from the hip. And inhale, inhale, feel the stretch from the hip. Exhale, come back. Now go the other way. Inhale, feel the stretch from the hip. And exhale, come back. So here the effort is not on the elbows. Remember, when you pull more on the elbows, that's where you're making the impact on the shoulder blades. Here the impact is right from the hip. I know many of you who have been doing for a while, you know the subtle difference over here. Okay. Now let's bring the hands behind the back. Get hold of the elbows or arms wherever you reach. As you exhale, turn to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale the other way and inhale, come back. Continue. Now bring your hands behind your hips on the two sides. And as you inhale now, push on one hand and make a backward bending arch. Exhale, come back. Inhale, push on the other hand and make a backward ending arch. Then come back as you exhale. Inhale back, exhale forward. Continue. Remember, body, mind, breath awareness makes it yoga.
I think I missed something. Are we lifting our heel or not, Rajan?
We are not lifting the heel. We are just holding the back at the hips. And from the hips, as we exhale, as we inhale, we push and go back, and exhale, come forward.
Okay,
And the
thanks.
other side, that's it, right? Is
Let
that
me,
okay?
yeah, let me try.
Dr. Rajan, is the exhalation still longer than the inhalation?
Yes.
Thank you.
So that's perfect, Adarshi. You're doing well. Okay. Now, be seated and cross one leg over the other with the knee coming on the top. So hold the knee, and as you exhale, you not only lift up but cross it over, and you turn your head in the same direction as the knee you're holding. So knee crosses over and the head goes the other way. Inhale and exhale. Now cross the other leg over. Exhale and cross over. Okay. Now we do the last exercise. We lift both the shoulders together as we inhale and feel the lift coming from the hips. So from the hips, you're lifting up. As you inhale and exhale, rotate it back and we come down. Let's go. 1. Okay, now let's go on to alternate nostril breathing. Now, for those of you who know how we do it with visualization, please carry on. Those of you who need instruction and are doing it only the last few times, the simple basic instruction is close one nostril, exhale from that nostril, and then inhale. Close the other nostril, exhale, and inhale. So just work that way for today. And on weekends, I give more detailed instructions. Okay. Now, it'll be helpful to do for 1 minute the respiratory mantra from inside your sternum area, from the middle of the body. Visualize a line or a tube going through the top of the head and out of the head. And along that, vibrate 3 syllables: Haim, Im, And all 3 are done silently. So without saying anything in the mouth, no sound, mentally feel Haim, Im, Haim, Im, Haim, Im. There is no correlation with the breath. Don't even focus on the breath. Just focus on the vibration. We'll do it for 1 minute. Carry on.
Dr. Rajan, can you tell us the benefits of this mantra?
Later.
Okay, later, yeah. Thank you.
Now we can go on to our Bhastrika Pranayama. As you inhale deeply and exhale, that's all there is to Bhastrika Pranayama. So you can do it with your hands by the side or on your belly or in the position where the elbows are by the side with a loose fist. Whichever way you do, all of them are fine. So let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Feel the energy go to the head. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 17. Exhale. That was actually 16. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Hands down, keep your eyes closed. Observe the sensations you feel within. Let's go on to the second round. Loose fist again, or whichever position you want. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Keep the eyes closed and relaxed. Observe the sensations within. Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. And I'll play the Om mantra in the background. If you have a personal mantra, you can do it. Oh, I cannot find the mantra today. Okay. No, I have it here. Mentally tell yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, raise your hands up and bring it 6 inches in front of your face. Look straight into the palm. And when you open your eyes, and with that, we will end the session. Now, there were some questions that came. So let me take care of them one at a time.
डॉक्टर राजन नमस्ते।
Namaste.
डॉक्टर राजन मैं रजनी बोल रही हूँ। आपने बोला था कि हार्ट बर्न के लिए पानी पीना है गट-गट करके, तो वो खड़े होके पीना है या बैठ के?
आप जैसे भी पिए वह ठीक होता है। नॉर्मली योग में बैठकर
जी।
पीना अच्छा समझते हैं।
अच्छा जी, ठीक है, थैंक यू सो मच।
You're welcome. Somebody asked a private question, so I just answered it. Okay. So now Rajesh ji asked this question about what is the effect of the Jaime Mantra.
The unredacted. A number of other organizations have also found similar requests, including the Prince George's County.
Who else? Okay, fine. So the Jaime Mantra is something that should be used anytime you feel you're losing vitality, the chest is congested. So it relates to the the respiratory system. So if you feel the chest is congested, you have a cold, tightness in the chest or something, then if you do Jaime it will give you relief. And what I would like to request all of you is, the winter season is coming. So we are all already actually we have just crossed into fall. So I guess today is the official day of the beginning of fall, right? September 21st.
It is equinox today.
Yeah, equinox. So that is the official definition of fall. So what you can do is, in this season, a lot of people get flu-like symptoms, cold, feverish kind of symptoms. And you might even feel tired, what they call the hay fever season, right? So if anybody gets this, please do this Jaime mantra for half an hour mentally. If you do the Jaime for half an hour, what we have tested is we have found it clears up the chest and your energy comes back, your vitality, and you're feeling normal. So do it for half an hour if you feel that way and let us know. For people who have COVID-related symptoms, we ask them to do for 2 hours and they are getting relief also, okay? So anytime you use it and you feel whether you get benefit or not, anytime you use it for half an hour or more, please send me an email about your experience. We want to hear back those for whom no good thing happened, as well as people for whom there was positive effect. If we get enough cases together, then we will use it as research evidence to go and publish it. Okay. So
Dr. Nara, are you
yes.
saying to use it, to do it continuously for half an hour or 1
Yes.
hour? Continuously.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And the only reason I did today is I felt that some people may be having a little bit not as much openness, in the throat and all of that thing. Did anybody feel a difference in that 1 minute we did the Jaime Mam? Yeah, Rajesh, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Definitely, I felt that with that Jaime there was no, when we observed your deep breathing, it was just clear from the very beginning.
Okay.
There's no sensation.
Okay.
Practically.
So that is good. Okay.
It
So
felt good, but I was not able to go as fast as you go, Dr. Narayan.
Well, but I didn't give you any timing. It was up to how
as
you.
you were saying, if I try to do that, I am not able to focus the way you said to focus, starting from the sternum to the head.
Do it in your own speed.
So
There
it's
is
okay.
no, yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Rajan,
Haji.
even I'm doing only for 2 minutes, 5 minutes every day. I feel very, very good. Much better. I can breathe properly.
Very nice.
Dr.
So,
Rajan, I have a question. Do we do at the same time or any time of the day?
You can do this anytime as needed.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I do want to give you a positive feedback, Dr. Narayan. I
Yes.
have a deviated nasal septum, and for years I breathe like 90% from one nostril, and the 10%, or it takes, when I'm exhaling, when I'm doing anulom vilom, it takes a long time to exhale from one side that is blocked. But in last 2 days, I noticed all of a sudden I'm breathing a lot more from the second nostril as well.
Okay. See, what happens is, I'm going to explain something to you. This, this business of the septum deviation has to be taken with caution. Okay. So, if you look at all of you over here, okay, we have like 150, 200 people over here. Now, if we look at all of us together, 95% of the people here will have a deviated septum. What is the meaning of a deviated septum? You see, between the two nostrils, there is the divider. So that divider is the septum. If you want to see how your septum is looking, if you can, look at how you feel within, or if you put your finger in, you'll find it is shifted one way or the other. And, for me, it is shifted towards the left so that the right is more open. Okay. But what happens is, even though that is the case, the breathing works through both sides. There is no difference. And so what happens is, because the modern medicine system is looking upon the body as a physical structure, they don't pay attention to the concept that body has its own intelligence. So even though we have a deviated septum, I have a deviated septum, my breathing is equal on both sides. Okay. And so what happens is, the reason for the deviated septum happens through years of earlier, whatever might have been the case. You see, for earlier in my life, for a period of 40 years, I was asthmatic. Okay. And in that asthmatic state, I would catch cold quickly, and I will have, congestion. And I was probably breathing more through the right nostril, because the right nostril breathing increases heat in the system. Okay. So the septum might have gotten deviated. But once the body's intelligence took over and the balance was there, now it is balanced. But on the other hand, the septum is not going to change, the physical one, right? So the physical deviated septum is not a resolution for any kind of problem you might have. However, from the field of how ENT people look at it, if you get any problem in your nostril, oh, it's because of the deviated septum. Okay. And so what will happen is, a lot of people have polyps related surgery and things for deviated septum. They will say it is because of the deviated septum, we have to correct it with surgery. And after they correct it, again, the problem, whatever was there, stays on. If you ask people, more than 50% of the people who have corrected surgically deviated septum will come back with the same problem again.
Right. I had the surgery for correction twice, one in my teenage and once in 30s. And then I'm like, forget it. I'm not doing it again and again. But last 2 days, I felt wonderful.
Yeah. So the thing is, you see, we have to understand from the medical science that we deal with is the field of surgery is very infant in its thinking about the body system, because they don't understand the body as intelligence to correct itself. In fact, only people who have become highly experienced and who have witnessed through many, many years, the young doctors are very good in techniques, but they are the worst people to give you a medical opinion, because the young doctors have not seen enough patients. So their techniques that they have learned, the new techniques, they have very good advanced techniques. But on the other hand, when it comes to the wisdom that you see of how the body corrects itself, older doctors have a better sense of it. We have a cardiologist in Houston who works with us very closely. And this cardiologist told me that the body has the heart and the heart system has its own intelligence to correct itself. So you cannot tell in every instant if there is something, you have to immediately correct it. Okay. So he was telling me of the cases, and one example he gave is that of the condition called the PFO, patent foramen ovale. So the thing is, basically he mentioned how in so many cases it never shows up, even though that condition is there, so many other things. So anyway, so much for the deviated septum. But this Jaime Mam and the balancing of this thing takes care of many things for you. So thank you for the feedback. I had half a dozen people telling me, even in the chat, that after doing the Jaime Mam, the Bhastrika Pranayama had very little, vibrations coming on. And that is a very good symptom. So from tomorrow on, we'll do it every time.
Dr. Narayan,
Yes, go ahead.
I just wanted to comment about this mantra, which is at the back of, I think, item number 8 on your email every day. Those who cannot recite constantly, they can listen and get the same benefit by listening that mantra, which is there in your email and our emails every day. So that's another way. I believe listening will do the same thing.
Yes.
As does the recitation.
Yes. What happens is, for people who are not in a position to visualize it, we tell them simply listen to it. So in your email, Bal Mukund has included the mantra. If you click on it, you can just, it'll play for you and you can keep listening. Okay. So now,
Dr. Rajan, I have a question. Okay.
Go ahead. Anu, go ahead.
So it may be a stupid question, but I was wondering, when we say Haim Em do we say like just Haim Em in one line, or Haim Em Haim Em Haim Em like how should it be?
One line.
Haim Em and then start again.
Yes.
Okay. I'm still having problem keeping the line straight. It sometimes bends, or it sometimes goes like it mostly gets a little bends a little bit.
That's where I had the problem with the speed also, because by the time I come back from the head back to the sternum, it's kind of, I'm slower than.
There is another safer way to do it.
Okay.
Just the safer way, easy way for you to begin is mentally think it is above your head. So focus like an inch or two or a few inches above your head, and just there, Jaime Mam, and focus on it, it will take care of.
So don't try to come back to the sternum every time?
If you can, it is fine. But if you find you have problem going, just do it on the head or above the head.
Perfect.
But don't do it inside the body. If you do it inside the body, what happens is, you remember, I want it to go out of the body, right? Correct. So if you do it inside the body, it sometimes creates headache and certain sensations for people. That's why I don't want you to do it inside the body. So Sudhaji, go ahead. Sundaraji, go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
I have a very simple question, Dr. Rajan. It's like when we do the chakras, these chakras are located at different levels. So for example, if you're doing it on the navel, then the chakra should be at the navel in the middle between L4-5 or L4-5. That's the level it comes to.
Okay. I have not, specifically focused on the anatomical part, but you can tell me that the navel is what?
L4-5.
Is it like
around L4-5? Yes.
Okay.
So
the thing
where should you imagine the chakra? Is it in front, in the middle, or in the spine?
Middle.
Middle. Okay, good.
Now, let me explain why middle. Okay. Because if you go to the internet or listen to other yoga schools, they will tell you the chakras are along the spine.
Yes, that's right. Why I asked.
It's not along the spine.
Okay, good.
The chakras programming of the nadis, the nadi connections, are from the middle of the body. However, the chakra is, if you think in terms of a reel, like a pulley kind of thing, The front end of it is in the middle of the body, and the back end of it goes into the spine.
Okay.
And what happens is, the way the chakra works with the nadis is, the spine is where the controller of vitality is. Without vitality, no chakra can communicate. The nadis that are coming out of the chakra, there is no energy to communicate, right? So what happens is, from the spine, it absorbs the energy, and the communication takes place from the middle of the body. That is why when you are focused on the middle of the body, the corrective aspects of what you need to do in the chakra is more efficient. If you work along the spine, it is less efficient, but it will take a longer time to clear.
So the circumference of the chakra doesn't go to the front at all. It's all focused in the middle and back.
Middle and back, exactly.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you.
Heart chakra, anatomical part of the body,
1
or
second, Ashokji, go ahead.
heart chakra's anatomical part of the body? Do they physically exist?
No, actually, let me explain this very carefully. You see, what has happened is, there has been an effort by a number of people who are from the physician background to look at the different, as they call it, the different plexus, okay? And they say that there are a lot of nerves coming out of there and things, and they've tried to explain it in those terms, okay? And effectively, if you look at the different glands that are over there, they have tried to, correlate with that. Like, for example, I guess they have correlated the Manipur chakra, the navel, with the liver and pancreas kind of thing. And the Swadhisthana chakra with the adrenals and things like that, okay? And the Muladhara, I guess they have done it with, I cannot remember, or maybe the Muladhara is adrenal, the other one was the reproductive system, whatever. And the Anahata chakra with thymus and the thyroid in the throat and things like that, and the pineal pituitary gland in the head. So they have tried to correlate it. Now, that is a very interesting suggestion people have made related to nerve fibers that are coming from there. However, the nerve fibers are not the nadis, okay? And so the nadis is, from a research perspective, it is called the primovascular system. And so the nadis are colorless tubules, they are not the nerves. And so the part is, you see, from as far as I know, the primovascular system have not been researched to a degree where we can tell with 100% confidence that it is anatomical. But on the other hand, the primovascular system is the closest that come towards anatomical correlation. And as of now, the only thing we can tell you is, from a yogic perspective, we feel it, but we don't know whether it is certainly anatomical or not.
Thank you.
Somebody else was,
Dr. Rajan.
Dr. Rajan.
there are two people who, go ahead, any one of you, go ahead. Rakesh Agarwal, go ahead, and then
Yes.
Sureshji, and then after that, Virendra ji. Go ahead, Suresh.
Dr. Rajan, I've been reading about chakras, and what I found out from reading on Ravi Shankar, he explains chakras are not anywhere inside the body. Chakra means wheel, but there is no wheel there. According to him, it's a point energy you visualize between the body and your soul. And you just imagine the visualization, you make it that is flowing from top to bottom, and then you visualize going through your spine and coming to the top. So if you are looking at chakra for heart, it's in the front of heart somewhere between the soul and the body. But this is just
yeah, the thing is, for your casual interest, you can go and read what people say and what finally you experience. That will be the discrepancy between the two. So anybody can write anything they feel like, but your experience is what finally counts, right?
Of course.
Okay. So Sureshji, go ahead. Unmute yourself. I muted you because of echo.
Right. My experience is chakras are, like you say, the center of the body, and then the chakras are projecting from the stem. The stem connected to chakra from spine. So each chakra stem connected, and that's what, and chakras are junction of the Ida, Pida, and Ingla. When they cross each other, their chakra develops. And chakra is middle of the body, but connected to the spine like stem, like three branches, like something like that. No, that's what I'm feeling that way in my body. Is it
Thank
right?
you. Thank you so much. Now, Virendra ji, go ahead.
Yeah, see, when we do the chakra meditation, we should concentrate between the navel and the what they call in between navel and spine. It's lying there in between, and then you
That's right.
concentrate.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. That's my question.
Thank you so much. Okay. Now, anybody else wants to speak up, say anything?
Rajanji, I was thinking about the chakra vibrations and clearance that you talk about. That if there is a misalignment of various chakras, do the vibration from Muladhara goes all the way to Sastra Chakra and you can feel it or something?
See, if there is a misalignment or there is a problem, as you do the mantra with focus in that region more and more, automatically it will take care of setting it right.
And that will make it the communication vibrations go.
Exactly. So, there was one case where this lady who came, her husband is a physician, and there she came. And what happened was, for her, we had to do 42 times in the Swadhisthana chakra. We had to do VAM 42 times. For her, the problem was she had pain all over the body, and she was on a lot of pain medications. Nothing would resolve it for her. But there was some indicator within her which I sensed, and that she needed chakra vibration. So we had to do 42 times in the Swadhisthana chakra. You see, Dr. Anjana Dhingra was with me while we were consulting with the person. And so, normally in Houston, when we do it, since we have other trained people, we are able to see 3 people at a time in separate rooms. So I'll be usually going from one room to the other. So I said, this person needs chakra vibration. So Dr. Anjana Dhingra said, okay, but I said, I'll come back, because only when you're doing the chakra vibration, you know how much is needed. Okay. So I cannot know from ahead of time unless I sit and do with it. So I had to go and take care of another 2 people. And so by the time I came back, Anjana ji decided she will do 10 times chakra vibration in each chakra. For her, nothing happened. Okay. When I came back and we did 42 times the Swadhisthana chakra, and we complete everywhere else, I cannot remember how much we did. It was much less, 5 times, 3 times, and things like that. At the end of it, she said, all my pain is gone. Oh. And after that, her pain did not come back. She kept on doing the practice. She was completely pain-free. No more all this gabapentin and whatever nerve this thing pain she was taking. Everything was out of her prescription list. She didn't need any medication after that.
Yeah, incredible. That's where the biovel helps.
Dr. Narayan.
Yes.
Swadhisthana chakra mean lum?
No, bum.
Bum.
I have a question.
Yes.
Dr. Narayan.
I hear multiple voices. Avni, go ahead.
Yes. So when do these chakras get activated? At birth?
Okay, I will tell you, that's a long question, but I will answer it. But first, let me hear what question Subbalakshmi Shivashankaran has. Go ahead.
I have something unrelated with this. When we do any inhalation and exhalation with any exercise, my understanding is for the active part, we have to do inhalation, and for passive part of the exercise, we have to do exhalation, correct?
Okay. The correlation is opposite. Inhalation by its nature is active. Exhalation by its nature is passive. So the thing is, you see, what happens is passive means relaxation. Active means activation, right? So what happens is you can use the following rules. Like when we are doing neck exercise and pretty much most of the exercises, when we are from a normal position, if we are going to an abnormal position like stretching, we exhale when we go. That is relaxing. So in any stretch, since you're pulling muscles, if you do it in a relaxed mode, you're unlikely to hurt yourself.
Okay.
Now, the only place we do a little bit of an exception is when you stretch backward, you inhale, and when you come forward, you exhale. Why do we do that? We do that largely because most people, the way we live our life, the body tends, the spine and all of that tends to come forward. So you can see in the aging process how many people start stooping, right? So the thing is basically when we do the inhalation backward and then normal exhalation, it tends to tone up the body better. Okay. Now, okay. Is the question answered for you?
Yeah, because that's the reason I wanted to know when we cross the leg and lift it up. I thought that is the more strenuous part. So we should do inhalation instead of exhalation. But then we do exhalation when we turn like that and, cross our leg.
That is right. The reason we do that is we want you to relax at that time.
Isn't also like whenever the chest expansion is
yes,
more movement, then you do the inhalation, and whenever the chest is contracting, you do the exhalation.
That is right. That is a good way to put it also. Okay.
Thank
so
you.
Now let me come to Avni's question. Okay, Suresh Shah, go ahead.
Yes. Can we do spinal mantra while we are walking?
While you're walking? Well, you try it and tell me how it works for you, and we'll share it with everyone.
Can we do that though?
Well, I haven't tried it. So, you try it and let me know.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now coming back to Avni's question. We have 2 minutes to go, and in this 2 minutes, I cannot fully answer your question, but I will give you an inkling of your question. Okay? When a child is born, I have mentioned this before. I don't know you remember, I've said it in this session, and I've told you specifically. When a child is born, you will not feel the 7 chakras. If you take your hand and observe it, everything is there at the sternum, nowhere else. Then by the time the child is about 10 days old or so, you will start feeling 3 chakras or so in the closest to the sternum on the 2 sides coming in. Okay, and then thereafter, by the time the child is about 5 years old, slowly the chakras fall into place. Okay, so how the chakras form and how the connections form, this is what you wanted to know, right, Avni? Okay.
Yes, I did.
So this is where it begins from, and that's how it goes and settles. Okay.
And okay, just one, since I have a minute.
Yeah,
So
this will,
does this-
you will ask me more questions on this, and we don't have the time. So let's keep it a separate conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to
Thank you.
Thank you.
One small question.
Yeah.
This Vam chakra clarification 40, 50 times, could it be effective for fibromyalgia?
Try it.
Well, I'm just, the way you described it, the way it worked for this woman, it might have a implication for fibromyalgia. As a scientist, I'm thinking about it.
See, there are different, observation elements that are associated. Okay. Chakra vibrations, when they are done because of conflict between the subtle body and the causal body. Okay. Now, when there is, if that results in urinogenital, imbalance, obviously the chakra vibration may be working, but urinogenital imbalance can happen without the conflict between the subtle body and the causal body. Under those circumstances, chakra vibration is not going to help. So whether fibromyalgia is caused by the conflict between the subtle body and the causal body, we need to go and do an investigative research to see whether it matches that pattern. So if we have like 10 or 20 fibromyalgia people, and we work with all of them together, that will give us a sense of it. Right here.
It is
within
more
our-
complicated, Dr. Rajan. So chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, they are considered sister diseases. And, there, the endocrine system, the nervous system, and the immune system, all three are out of balance simultaneously, and they are feeding off of each other. So it's not as simple as just one chakra. It's at multiple levels. So it's also, I mean, that's what we did for me. You know.
My sense is that the simple correlation Nareshji is looking for doesn't exist.
No,
does
So-
not exist.
That's fine. That's okay. That's understandable. Sure. It may not work for most people or some people. Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
See
you.
you all tomorrow. Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Bye.
Thank
Namaskar,
you.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye all. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.